survive. And now it's official. Okay. Don't fail. You need 16 boxes. Don't fail me, Destiny. Don't fail me, Destiny. Don't fail me, Destiny. 17. You can't fail one. Oh, okay. We're fucked. We're fucked, guys. Yep, there you go. We get to start over. I feel like if this is the case, we can only work on Magical Girl once. She was so happy though. There you go. She's not happy anymore. What? Kim like died? Why? 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 What? You weren't doing bad. What? I guess we're starting the day over. Yes, okay. That's a bit cheaty. But that worked, okay. So basically, what I just did there, if you didn't notice, I brought down her Quiltoff on purpose, basically when Destiny was done, so that the Quiltoff would go back up. Oh, you're not doing... Wait, why? Oh. Okay, I see what happened. I heard you like resetting the tank. Ah. Why'd she die? Did you just do too badly? Some sacrifices collect half the energy. Oh yeah, my sanity has taken a huge ass blow to get half this energy. How do I fix this problem? Yeah, there you go. She's gonna break out. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're going back. We're going back 3 days. How do you do badly when it's very high? I don't understand fucking... I heard you like failing your luck rolls. Yeah. Is everyone done here? Yes, we are. Whew. Everyone survived. Grave of Cherry Blossoms. If I remember correctly, it's okay to have. We want to get to the Ordeal of Dusk. That's what I want to do. It's gonna be super hard because I know getting anywhere past Quiltoff like 6 now is bullshitly hard. Yay, not having a time focus is so good. I don't have to worry about things. Food chain. Fucking died. Why? Which one is that even? Evangeline? Oh, he just downright finishes them off. I'm gonna finish. No, I don't want to do that. You know what? We're restarting the day over. We deal with 2 at a time. You only want to fight them while they're looking the opposite direction. Where the fuck were you guys? Were you just slow? You guys are slow. I forgot about that. They weren't supposed to live anyways, I guess. No, don't go forward. You little Kimberly, get the fuck out of there. Oh god, this is just a Scooby-Doo chase now. 3 died. I did this last time. Elijah? Hello. I'm busy. I still haven't finished even half of what's written on this notebook. I heard extraction experiments would be conducted. I saw the list of participants, but I was not able to find my name on it. Well, I mean, there's probably tons of reasons behind it, and maybe I'm not good enough for this experiment, yes. Yet. But may I join the experiment as well? I learned a lot here. I'm very sure I can help in some way. I won't disappoint you. Hello, Mandarin. It's sad not having enough talent, isn't it? Someone doesn't look back. What does that mean? Does not acknowledge you? Does not care about you at all? No need to analyze your action, as the conclusion was already made. Do you ever scrape the floor, writhing in pain? It sounds very painful. But actually, you feel nothing even when you lose your fingernails. What? You stare at your lost fingernails, and just before you lose your consciousness, when you feel you're not yourself anymore, then you start to laugh really hard. Even though it's not funny at all. And on the ground, someone's shadow looking down on the feet were seen. Whose feet were those? When the person finally turned around, everything was over. Did you see the fragments of despair from there? Or were you staring at your fingernails on the floor? That is the exact moment I felt helplessness. Without you, I would have never known the feeling. Thank you. Then what about you, manager? Have you ever felt helplessness of not being able to control anything? When uncontrollable things rain down from somewhere that is not my body? That moment of helplessness of not being able to control yourself is an awful feeling. Please tell me so. I can feel rewarded a bit. Elijah was impatient. Her impatience caused common mistakes. She once went on a long, winding explanation of why she needed to finish the experiment, but she didn't remember. Whenever she said she's not authorized, I could see the strong desire in her eyes. She was obsessed, craving for it. The sound of her footsteps may make others turn around. Kagito was something that was not accessible with her authority. The only thing she could do was to record the change of her subjects. She knew that Kagito was not ready for humans. When I realized what was going on, half of her teeth were gone and... Kill me. Kill me. What? I have to ignore this? Ignore? Manifestation of simply by disruption of Sephiroth course suppression required. Are you discovering the scars carved here? Manager, there's something I didn't tell you when we first met. The Sephiroths definitely wanted to meet you. They admired you and followed you. But at the same time, they wanted you to be swallowed up in the resentment and curses. So please be careful. To be honest, you don't have to pay much attention to it. All I'm saying is you can go back to your normal daily routine. It's no big deal for me to cover empty spots if some Seraphs go mad. But then you'll lose it forever. The seed that can sever the ties. Yes, Sod, you feel nothing about this? Try drinking some Enkafal and close your eyes and open again. I'm glad you're not as weak as the other Sephiroths. It is important to keep a clear head in any situation. Gabriel, why are you scratching yourself like that? Seeing as we've met again, you must have completed your task, manager. I'd give you a compliment if I didn't have so much work to do. The information team has a work that they must do in specific periods. You must have realized there are some blanks on the abnormality records. Among the tremendous amount of information we gather, there are some that are off limits to the employers for security reasons. The names of the employers are one of those information. All traces of them, what happened to them, their gruesome deaths, the desperate will to live, all of that has been stripped from their records under the pretext of expunging information. I do not know what criteria are for stripping the records. That is decided by other departments, not us. We only manipulate the information we receive per ordered. Isn't it funny? What we do is destroy or manipulate information, but somehow we are still called the information team. Whenever I am introduced as a Sephira of the information team, I sometimes feel something bubbling up inside of me. Isad, did you receive the documents to expunge? You will get the employee list soon as well. Don't forget to be reviewed after you finish expunging the documents. Angela, what do you think it means to remember someone's name? Why are you so emotional today? Maybe names are like marks for atypical existences to distinguish themselves from others. Someone might have named you Angela, having the same thought. Isad, if you're too tired, take a break. I knew you'd say that. Calling employees by their names is not recommended here. When employees enter the company, each one receives their own identification number. This is to allow the company to identify the minimum necessary information. We have their numbers in our data storage device. Malkuth did not call employees by their names from the beginning. Maybe she is the most ideal Sephira amongst us all. I'm not saying that it is appropriate for Malkuth to take all the pain as well. None of us do. What kind of bad taste is that, to lock us in the metal body and to make us repeat our days endlessly? I'm talking to you. What's with that blink expression? I heard you might be one of our designers. What? The only thing I could do here is remember a few names of the forgotten employees and despair endlessly. Feeling sick of even a single breath of air. Are you having fun watching your guinea pigs? See, I told you the inside has been rotting for a long time. Gabriel was more rational than anyone else. He was unmoved, even after listening to what happened to Elijah. Some said he lacked empathy, but nobody knew he was festering in the inside. Maybe it started happening from long ago, ever since Carmen the world. He slowly became expressionless. He did not allow himself to even have paltry joys. He could also not stand even the small part of his body being exposed. We made a monster that was not supposed to exist in this world. We came too far to go back. To not let what Elijah did go to vain, instead of taking time to grieve, everyone knew they needed to utilize this result to the fullest. He tried to remain level-headed, but his attempts became an obsession. He started to wear long-sleeve shirts that also covered his neck. Not much later, he started to scratch himself harshly. We suggested he received a checkup to see whether he was contaminated or infected, but he refused. I don't actually have a choice, do I? Health checkups were needed to prevent further damage. Persuasion became compulsion, and compulsion led to the use of physical force. He was tied up for checkup, but resisted so violently it was hard for us to watch him. Eventually, it turned out that he was not infected at all. But was that really fortunate? No, it was not. He didn't get any better. He kept scratching himself so badly, even worse. When I saw him last, he was not cognizant of what anyone said, and his body was covered in scratches. Nobody has seen him since then. Manifestation of Clippy by distortion of Seraph. Suffer core suppression required. Oh no. That's not good. Okay. Alarm stop. Okay. That is hard. A very common side effect when you first take enkephalin. It is like a light hallucination. It will disappear as soon after 2 or 3 times, so don't worry too much. For me, an employee whose face had half melted. For me, an employee whose face had half melted crawled to me and shook me, asking why I let her die. That was not a hallucination. Then what? Are you saying that dead employees are coming back to life? Unbelievable things are happening here, so maybe it's possible for dead employees to come visiting as if nothing happened. It's not for me to say, but you don't look so good. Why don't you skip the meeting today? No, I can't. We have our abnormality management training today. They need me. You're really something. I don't think there's another Sephira who cares about their employees like you do. Right. Look, Tiffany, I was right. I'm a good person. A good Sephora. Hello, employees. Today we are... Are you still playing the good Sephora? We'll be performing abnormality management training today. How many times do I have to tell you? You're only a piece of sad scrap metal putting on a good person act. I want everyone to focus here. The abnormalities appearing today should be handled a little differently from other abnormalities. If you hope that you ease your conscience, that's very selfish. From now, I will explain the method I devised. Listen carefully. At least other Sephiroths admit that they are not perfect. Quiet! Oh, sorry. Where were we? Odd, I have a question. Yes, what is it? Do you think this training makes any difference against that long bird? It seems those who will die are going to die and those who will live. It's better than doing nothing. At least we can prepare something rather than helplessly wait to die. I think it's just luck. We feel more comfortable just prepare for death, accepting that we will die at any time while working. Just know this. You can't go to paradise no matter what you do. I'm doing this for all of you. Even the counseling campaign I'm doing. Now that you mention it, compulsory counseling campaign is too much. We would rather rest instead. Why is our department the only one which has these programs? It'll keep repeating itself. Live with eternal sorrow, or some metal scrap. All of you would be dead by now if I didn't help you. Why aren't you thanking me? Do you want me to get rid of you like Malkuth, even before you complain? Don't tell me I'm the bad one here. Are you finally admitting to your awful nature? Tiffany, why are you doing this to me? I'm not Tiffany. Look at me. Can you not distinguish your own voice anymore? Yes? Are you still having the nightmare? I read Michelle's suicidal article when our experience was showing some progress. Michelle was the youngest among us. She was a timid and innocent employee. It made her an easy target. Maybe it's her fate to be used as a spy of the alert wing or of the head. You didn't know it would happen. You never thought you'd end us. You would have never believed the situation went worse than your intentions. You probably thought you did what you could do. That in this world, there wasn't any other option. But Carmen was the person who was trying to change this world. The world you gave up to change. If we meet again in hell, will I forgive you then? Oh boy. Let's go. Whoa. Suppress! We need to hit, Quiltoff Meltdown 6 first. What is... Wait, what? Oh. Wait a minute, hold on. This is what you call an uncontrolled situation manager. Oh, you did a bad job for him. Oh, that's not good. Whoa! I knew I didn't have authority over this experiment, and that's why I was nervous. Where's she going? Is she gonna try and release the abnormalities? You're not stopping. We might have to actually start this over, because this is happening. That's happening. Oh, 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 no, oh, god, no. That is a bad way to... Okay, we're starting this over. Oh jeez, the text floats over my UI. Oh. Wait, do you have a heart? No you don't, okay. Oh boy. You failed that. Why are you guys failing things that you probably don't? Shouldn't. I'm confused. Or is this the power of Maluka? What? I never told you to do repression work. Or is the game just fucking with me and always just randomizing what it is? Reddit boy gonna get mad? Almost, look at that. Them eyes. Those are the eyes of someone who's about to go on a murder spree or something. Stop scrolling so fast! I think Maluka's jumbling around what the works are. Okay, okay. She's definitely messing with it. Because that was an instinct assignment. Can I get an accomplishment now? I feel so proud. That's a lot of love. Oh, that insight work did insight. Did it change again? Okay. We could cheat this a little bit. Whew, for now at least. Until Quiltov meltdown. 11 places. Poor Hod. She try hard employees just say nope, we'd rather come confess to death. Yeah, I feel bad for Hod. Oh, I couldn't do it. What? Are we gonna be on the same day, or okay, we're gonna continue going in day. You must be happy. I believe you must be happy wasn't that bad. I might be completely wrong. Oh no, you must be happy is pretty okay. Hello, eh? I'm very, very glad to join this team. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is... I'll try my best to help the team. What? I was reading a report. Where'd it go? Nothing can be done with only passion. It's clear what mistakes being impatient brings, so we need to take the time. The situation was not good enough to permit memorizing names or responding to meaningless gestures. It wasn't after a very long time we had passed that I thought giving praise once in a while may be good. Are you okay? You're so random. I think you confuse us as human beings sometimes. I feel like I had a dream for the first time in a while. Other Sephiroths told me that I damaged the facility a lot. Have you ever felt it, manager? I wonder how long it takes to die. It's kinda dark. Have you felt it, manager? The feeling of sailing the ocean without a winning map? It's like you're groping through darkness. I feel an island on the vast ocean. I'm in the control team. Nobody knows how much pressure I get to command everyone. I'm sure you know how it feels. Everything collapses when you start to think you might be not able to do it. Have you seen the eyes of dying employees? Don't avoid them saying there's nothing you can do for them. Don't be sorry to the dying sacrifices. Don't blame yourself thinking you could have done better. Only after you can see things the way they are, can you also see other things. I saw you overcoming unavoidable ordeals. Those ordeals probably originate from me. To be honest, I didn't think you would make it. Am I being too honest? We can't change the past, I know. I don't expect you to be a shining beacon or that this place will suddenly become peaceful and warm. But maybe I can just try to wait. We'll take all those horrible moments while you take the pain. Just like now. Will to stand up straight! Yes, I never expected it to be restored, but I was wrong this time. I tried to tell you it was reckless, but it wasn't such a big loss on our end. We realized that a bunch of energy was refined during the process of restoring the Sephiroths. Other Sephiroths were deactivated, or should I say, put into hibernation. Being able to participate in an experiment with my favorite junior, now I'm unstoppable. I think I read through this one. I chose this one because he just... Oh yeah, I read this one already. In clear... Oh! Oh, hell yeah! Increase clear reward lob per day. Employees move faster. Relevant department will be in... Yes! It's been almost 4 hours. So... I'm done here. Any last words? You too. No, don't.